What's going on? I've got part two of the Judge Webster contemptuous defendant hearing that we saw a few hours ago. She was ordered to show up in person. She did, and Mr. Patterson's there to defend her. And it turned out great for her. Yeah, this one's completely different than the one a few hours ago. But you do need to go watch the one from a few hours ago to understand what's going on here. I'll drop the link in the description, or you can just go to my channel. It's the last video I released, besides this one. Anyways, let's do it. I'm Colin. We're cooling. Let's go.
I wasn't clear whether I was reappointed on or not, but you moved it to the 1:30 today, and that person is at the courthouse, I believe, Heather Reese.
Yes, so you want to bring in Heather Reese?
Your Honor, Miss Reese is here.
Okay, thank you.
And Judge, I've never spoken with Miss Reese. I would need a breakout room with her if the court wanted me to participate today in some way.
All right.
And your Honor,
Yes.
if the court could go on record very briefly, this may be somewhat of a formality, but the state would be seeking a ruling as to whether or not counsel for the defense has in fact been reappointed to this matter. The state understands as that was somewhat inconclusive at the previous hearing.
And I'd like to know that too, Judge. So.
All right. We are back on the record in BU 2022 TR 3803, State of Kansas versus Heather Jean Reese. Jared Regier appearing for the state. Darren Patterson now appearing for the defendant, who also appears in person at the Butler County Judicial Center, as she was ordered to appear this morning but did not. Mr. Patterson, I don't recall if we actually got into her financial status. Did you fill out the application like I told you to, Ms. Reese?
No, Your Honor. I'm confused on this case, and I don't know what you want me to do.
And Judge,
I did call him. I did call his office, ma'am, right after I got off the phone with you.
Yeah.
Okay, and I told you they may not be available just instantaneously for you. And I wasn't going to hold that against you, Mr. Patterson, if you weren't.
And if I may, Judge.
Yes.
Judge, I just wanted to tell a court she did call. I was not available to talk to her at that time, so I had not. But I did, based on that, went back and reviewed the hearing from this morning. And at the beginning of the hearing, the court was starting the process of asking her currently what her income was. The court stopped, ordered that she fill out a form for court-appointed counsel. Had never made that order, but then I see where her confusion is. Several minutes later, multiple minutes, about 15 minutes later, the court then ordered she appear here with her attorney. And I don't know that the court actually appointed an attorney yet. So I think that's where her confusion is at this point.
Correct.
And you reached that conclusion without talking to her. I'm impressed. Okay. All right. Where do you work?
I am unemployed, ma'am. I had a job interview today at 1:30 that I missed out on to be here.
All right. I see the attitude hasn't changed any. You're unemployed, and I think you couldn't give me some answers. That's why I wanted you to come in and fill out an application. I don't want to waste all day sitting here asking you questions that you don't know the answer to. Deputy, give her the application. All right. You're unemployed since how long?
A little over a year,
And why have you been unemployed for over a year?
because I've been working on getting my life back together and I got myself sober, ma'am.
That's right. You couldn't resuscitate someone. They passed away and you turned to drugs and let your life go to pieces. I think that's paraphrasing what you told me today, isn't it?
That's not exactly correct, but yes.
Okay. Well, I'm going to appoint Mr. Patterson, reappoint Mr. Patterson to represent you. So, Mr. Patterson, how do you want to go from here? Do you want a breakout room with her?
Judge, if I give a breakout room, I looked the case over. Maybe we can finish it this morning and be done with it.
This afternoon, that'd be fine, all right?
Yeah, this afternoon.
All right, let's see, Deputy?
Your Honor, her bondsman is here as well, that she had to
Good.
contact, come bring her.
She's
Good.
asking to approach.
If I could approach, Your Honor, I would appreciate it.
I don't think, is there a motion? There is a motion for judgment on bond that was mailed. Is the state still seeking motion, that judgment on bond, Mr. Regier?
Jared, you're muted.
Your Honor, the state's information is that an order withdrawing motion for judgment on bond was previously filed with the court approximately 10 days prior.
All right, so bondsman, come on out here and tell me what you want to say. I've got a full docket, but okay, tell us your name.
I'll be quick. Good afternoon, Your Honor. When I'm fairly new to bonding, and whenever I bonded her out in August, I'm sorry, my legs are shaky. I have Huntington's disease. The jail, Douglas County Jail, I have the original criminal
Well, hold
appearance
up.
bond
What's your
here.
name, please? What's your name, please?
Kayla Flory. I'm with Easy Bail Bonds.
Okay, now there isn't a motion to revoke bond at this point.
Correct. I would just like to, the bond was originally written by the jail for Bourbon County, and not Butler. And so on the bond and everything, it's written for Bourbon. So poor Heather, she's been confused the whole time. She's communicated with me for bond conditions every Friday we talk. She's told me when she's moved. She's told me when her phone number has changed. And I've agreed to give her rides because that was part of her issues as to why she failed to appear. But she's doing incredible. She's doing everything I've asked of and that our company has asked of. And I would just, any sort of continuance or a public defender she could have would be incredible.
She was given a public defender. When was that? Let's see. At least August 11th of 2025. So whether she's
Yeah,
been
so
talking
I
to him
bonded
about-
her, I'm sorry. I bonded her out on August 28th, and she was told that she didn't have a public defender until this morning. She needed to apply for one.
Now, who told her that? Who told you that?
Judge, I'm sorry to interrupt. That was one we discussed early this morning. When I noted that there were some people on there that I hadn't seen for about a year because they'd failed to appear. Generally, in those cases, they needed to reapply to see if they still qualify or not, and court agreed at that time.
Well, I understand this is a 2022 case, but my docket notes show as recently as August 11th of 2025, the defendant failed to appear. You, Mr. Patterson, were here on her behalf. And then let's see, if I go backwards to when you were actually appointed. June 4th of 2025, she failed to appear again. At some point, you were appointed. You were here September 23rd to 24th for her. Okay, I see what you're saying. That is a year ago. You were here for her, Mr. Patterson, May 20th of 2024. Here we go. March 20th of 2024, Miss Bondsman. Darren Patterson was appointed via Zoom, and the matter was set for May 20th of 2024. And then, as I said, he kept appearing for her, and she didn't show up. So I don't know where she got the idea she didn't have an attorney when he kept coming to court and she didn't.
I just meant for this specific, for this court or for this hearing. She was unaware if she had an attorney.
Well,
I'm
maybe
not, I don't want to argue with you, ma'am. I appreciate you and your everything. I just wanted to say she is really doing really good. I can take her across the street to Mr. Patterson immediately. I'm keeping an eye on her, and she really is. She's got her stuff turned around, and she's trying to get this taken care of.
well, I have no way of knowing what she's doing if she doesn't come to court. And then when she does come, she has quite the attitude. If you want to go back and look at the video to see the attitude today.
I understand, Your Honor.
All right. Well, she's your problem. If you want to take responsibility for her, and it is your money, your agency's money on the line when she doesn't come to court.
Yes, Your Honor, I understand.
So, Mr. Regier, well, how do you want to proceed today?
And I apologize for interrupting again, Judge. I'm doing a lot today. I apologize,
Oh, that's okay.
I wanted to see if we could finish it today, if I could just have a chance to talk with her. And if the security doesn't have a breakout room available, they could walk across the street. I will talk with her here and she can come back then to the court security for court.
All right. Do we have a room for her deputies to talk with her attorney?
I do not have an extra room this afternoon for this. Like
And-
Mr. Patterson said, she can walk across the street and talk to him. And she
Absolutely.
Right.
would come back.
The bondsman would walk her across the street to Mr. Patterson's office, and maybe Mr. Patterson can direct us all from there after he's had a chance to talk to her. Okay, we'll be in recess. And I'm sorry, what was the bondsman name again?
Kayla Flory with Easy Bail
Oh,
Bonds.
Miss Flory. Okay, Miss Flory, if you'd walk her across the street.
Absolutely. I appreciate you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. All right, are we recording, Destiny? Are we on the record?
Yes, Your Honor.
We are on the record in BU 2022 TR 3803, State of Kansas versus Heather Jean Reese. Please announce appearances.
Jared Regier on behalf of the state.
Your Honor, Darren Patterson appear on behalf of Heather Reese. Miss Reese does appear from Courthouse Security 3. Judge, I would announce at this time, pursuant to plea negotiations, Miss Reese is going to enter plea of guilty to count 1, driving while suspended, Class B non-person misdemeanor. State has agreed to dismiss count 2.
That's your plea agreement, Mr. Gear.
That is the state's understanding, Your Honor.
And is there any agreement about sentencing recommendations?
Your Honor, the state understands that was not specifically discussed during plea negotiations. However, at the time of sentencing, subject to a guilty plea being successfully entered during today's setting, the state is prepared to recommend a $100 fine, that the court impose appropriate court costs and determine attorney fees. The state would further be recommending at the time of sentencing a 120-day suspended jail sentence subject to 6 months non-reporting probation. Beyond the issue of sentencing, but also relevant from the state's perspective, it does appear that a pro se motion had been previously filed in this matter, specifically a motion for removal of reduction of traffic fines, fees, and reinstatement fees. I'm not sure if counsel for the defense takes a position on that or not at this juncture.
Judge, I would tell the court I was not aware of that motion, but it's pursuant to statute, I think it's prematurely filed because there's no court costs, fines, or fees yet. So I think that's something that she would have to consider later. So at this point, I don't think it's ripe for the court to consider.
Very well. Miss Reese, have you entered into a plea agreement with the state on this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
And how do you plead to count 1, driving while suspended?
Guilty, Your Honor.
By pleading guilty, are you admitting the charge that you did drive while your license was suspended in Butler County, Kansas on November 23rd of 2022?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is anyone making you enter this plea by any threats or promises other than your plea agreement?
No, Your Honor.
Do you understand that with this plea, you're giving up your right to a trial? You will most likely be found guilty and unable to appeal that conviction.
Yes, Your Honor.
And knowing all of this, you still wish to waive your attorney. I'm sorry, not waive your attorney, but you still wish to enter this plea.
Yes, Your Honor.
And where were you doing this driving while your license was suspended on November 23rd? I know you said in Butler County, but do you remember what location in Butler County?
The Turnpike, Your Honor.
Kansas Turnpike inside of Butler County?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Regier, is that what your evidence would show?
One moment, Your Honor. Your Honor, were this case proceed to trial on the issue of jurisdiction, the state's evidence would show that stop occurred on November 23rd of 2022, approximately 3 years prior to today's date on I-35 at milepost 69. The state's information is that it is within Butler County boundaries between Towanda and El Dorado city limits.
All right. And that also is known as the Kansas Turnpike. Is that what you were in reference to, Ms. Reese?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. I accept your plea as freely and voluntarily entered and find you guilty. Recommendations for sentencing, I will follow those. Your fine will be $100 and 108 court costs. I will waive your attorney fees based on what you told me previously about your work history. You will be given a 120-day jail sentence, but you will not have to serve that so long as you successfully complete a 6-month non-reporting probation. That means
Yes.
you do not see a probation officer, but you are on probation for 6 months from today. That probation has just a few conditions. Number 1, do not violate any laws for 6 months. Number 2, pay the amount owed, which is $208. How much time do you need to pay $208?
If I could get at least 3 months, I should have it be able to pay before then, but
Okay. Condition number 2, you have to pay within 90 days.
Your Honor, I'm sorry to interrupt, Your Honor, but I was just informed that I can pay that today.
All right. If you can pay that today, that leaves you with just one condition of probation, and that is to violate no laws. So I'm going to order that you pay it on your way out of the courthouse today by the close of business.
Yes, Your Honor.
And you do have I think you did post a cash bond that you can pay that out of if you have the right signatures, but you can take that up with the clerk as well.
Okay.
All right.
And Judge, she has a surety bond. Her bondsman's there.
Oh, I thought she had a cash bond.
Her bondsman's present, Judge.
That's right. She did have a bond. Okay, well, I'll let you, the bondsman, and the clerk work out how you're going to pay it. As long as you pay it within 90 days, you're going to be good with your probation.
All right. For everyone that's been saying, leaving comments that Judge Webster may be losing a step or two, yeah, she already forgot the bondsman was there. That happened, I don't know, a half hour before this. I mean, I know she sees a lot of people, so I'm not gonna jump on the bandwagon that she is, but it's difficult. And yeah, anyways, this one's almost over. I'm gonna let the rest of it play out. See the difference between having an attorney and not talking? Yeah, I understand she's frustrated. Yeah, it's confusing. Still can't talk to the court the way she did in video 1. And again, if you've made it to the end of this video and you haven't seen video 1, I'll leave the description up. I'll leave the link in the description. Go check it out. It's worth it. Yeah, you get to see the half-naked boyfriend. It's fun. Anyways, that's it. That's all I got. Hit the like button, subscribe, comment, hype the video, do all those fun things. You guys know what to do. But that is it. That's all I got. Until next time, bye.
But if you violate any more laws, or if you don't pay today or within 90 days, I'm going to leave it within 90 days, Mr. Regier. Pay it within 90 days, then you will not have to get your probation revoked and serve the 120 days. Anything else we need to address, Mr. Regier? You're welcome.
Not at this time, Your Honor.
Mr. Patterson, anything further?
Nothing further, Judge.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Patterson, Mr. Regier, Deputy, and thank you, Ms. Reese, for your time. And you'll all be You're welcome. You're all excused at this point. And in fact, Destiny, I think that's the end of the docket.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so
Thank you,
this
Your Honor.
docket is adjourned. Again, you're welcome. You're both welcome. Thank you. Adjourned.